Hello everyone, it is Natalie B. Welcome back to my channel. Today, what are we going to be doing today? We're going to be doing this look, which is a neutral eye shadow look with a pop of color with a little bit of green. So if you're interested on how I achieve this look, please continue to watch. What else you're going to do? You're going to like this video, and then after that, you're going to subscribe, and then after that, you're going to hit the bell for future notifications. Okay? Simple. Okay. Ooh, this is a little ghetto. So, I thought I recorded my tutorial. Turns out I lost that footage. So, I had to take off one eye off camera. I'm still keeping the drop shadow because that portion of the tutorial, like the drop shadow, that I still have that footage, so you're gonna see it after this. So it's a little ghetto, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna have to do the whole eye all over again, and yeah, and it's fine, we're gonna make do. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the eyeshadow base. The eyeshadow base that I am using is the P. Louise eyeshadow base in number 4. I'm gonna get a small amount and I'm gonna put that on the eye. You know, just having technical difficulties today. You know, it's the only reason I noticed is good thing I actually edited today. Usually I'll like edit the following day and I would have been super pissed. So good thing I edited today and I saw that I don't have my tutorial footage, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna have to do it again. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Good thing it's literally like this tutorial is just eyes. Could you imagine it was a whole face tutorial? I would have to take off the face and do everything, but whatever. Good thing is just like I said, I'm not going to take off the drop shadow because I have that portion of the tutorial, but I don't have the actual main eye. Okay, so I added my P. Louise base with a fluffy small shadow brush. Well, it's not a small shadow brush, just like a fluffy eyeshadow brush. Okay, and the palette we're working out of today is the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, and then I'm also going to incorporate one color from this e.l.f. Bite Size Trio palette in Truffle. By the way, this little palette is $3 and it's so cute. It's small, it's easy to travel with, and the payoff, the color is good. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the first color, and I'm also using a crease fluffy brush. Sorry if I'm gonna like move along quickly. I'm really pissed right now. But I'm gonna try to stay calm. So I'm gonna use a small fluffy crease brush, okay, like this. And the first color I'm going to work with is our transition color, which is burnt orange in the palette, which is over here, okay? So I'm gonna pick up that color, dust off the excess, and I'm going to pretty much add this color on top of my crease, literally underneath like the brow bone. So over here. And I'm gonna also incorporate that same color in the outer V of the eye, which is over here. Okay, I'm gonna pick up some more of that color because we want this look to be smoky and dimensional. So we're going to work with transition colors. We're gonna work pretty much with at least like a few shades. So right now you're not really seeing the color, but once we add more colors, you'll see the effect and the smokiness and everything. Okay, I'm just gonna pick up a little bit more of the burnt orange. Okay. So the second color I'm gonna be working out of the palette is this rustic color over here. So that's gonna be like our second shade, and it's gonna go slightly underneath the first color, which is burnt orange. I'm like double checking just to make sure this is actually recording. I think this might have happened when my camera might have said busy, but the thing is like literally the timer was still going on as if it was still recording. So I was just like, did it stop? And I was like, no, it's showing me that it's still recording, but turned out it stopped. But it's okay, guys, it's okay. We're gonna make do. So like with the second color, Rustic, like I said, I'm going slightly underneath the burnt orange, but I'm also incorporating this color in the outer V. Just gonna pick up that color some more just to add to the look. I took off my lashes and everything so you guys can see. Okay. Next color that we'll be working out of the palette is this dark brown color, which is Cypress Umber, and it's gonna be the same principle. It's gonna go underneath the rustic color. So we're on our third color, it's gonna go underneath the second color. And then we're also going to add that same color in the outer V of the eye. I'm happy that this is a super simple look that I could still do relatively quickly. But the reason I decided to do this look is because, like, honestly, most of the time, for the most part, for everyday life, you are gonna probably do like a neutral eye. Let's say if you kind of want to do like some makeup for work, and you want to make it like work appropriate, you know, you still kind of want to incorporate a little bit of color. That's why I kind of did this look where there's like a pop of color, but it's still a neutral eye. But if you want to turn it up and make it fun, you could do that too. So at this point, I'm gonna grab, I have a little fallout. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna grab a clean blending brush to blend out the colors. And I'm sorry if you hear like any ruckus. You know, the neighbors are loud. They are awake. Well, they're home. They weren't home earlier where I recorded my first footage. Well, I thought I did. Okay. So we're blending that out. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of the Cypress Umber, which is that dark brown over here. Just the outer V. Okay. And now I am going to cut the crease. So I'm gonna cut the crease with the Anastasia eyeshadow base versus the P. Louise, only because the Anastasia is lighter than the P. Louise, and I get a little bit more color payoff. So at this portion, we're gonna cut the crease, and then we're gonna go into the next footage where we go from there. So we're good, okay, guys? So I'm gonna cut the crease right now on camera for you guys. Where is my flat brush? Still recording, okay. So I got a small amount of that eyeshadow base from Anastasia, and then I'm going to cut this crease. Like I said in previous videos, you see my crease is kind of like, I have a small little section to work with, so that's why I like to go above my crease so you can really see what's going on. And yeah. And you also want to tilt your head back. so you can see, like, you know, your eye area in the territory you are working with. All of real estate. Gonna add more of that shadow brush, not the shadow brush, shadow base. And I'm not going to bring the base, like, I'm gonna stop short of the outer V. So I'm gonna stop like right here, slightly before the outer V. And you want to make sure that you're you're patterning in the shadow base. So pretty much make sure that there's no like harsh lines, everything is blended, and yeah, everything is patted in. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Okay, so you're going to grab the burnt orange, the first color that we're working with, and we're gonna put this on our lid. And you're grabbing a flat shadow brush. And you're just gonna apply that color on the lid, like pretty much the area that you cut your crease. And you're gonna stop short of, obviously, the outer V. And then you can stop here if you want like an all matte look, because every color that we have used on the palette is matte. But I didn't want to do that. I kind of wanted to incorporate a little bit of shimmer, and so that's why I have the bite size palette from Elf. Only because I didn't want to use any of the golds on the Anastasia palette. I don't know, I've lately been over gold shimmer. Like, I like gold glitter, but for some reason the gold shimmer has just been boring me to death. So I'm using a bronze shimmer because the Elf one is more on the bronzier side. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that where I put the burnt orange on the lid. Just to, okay, at this point, we're going to put the bronze shadow on top of the burnt orange that we did on the lid, just to add a little bit more of pizzazz and give you, you know, of a nice little situation, a little smoky situation. I'm just going to go in with a crease brush. I'm just adding a little bit of brown there so we could make sure that the eyes are symmetrical. Okay, now we're gonna go back to the old footage because I have footage from this point on. So I'm picking up a little bit more of that bronzy color in the Elf palette. And I'm just applying it on top of the burnt orange. So pretty much mute out that warmth. And yeah, so that's that with the lid. So I kind of want to define the outer V some more. So we're going to add a little bit of black on the outer V. So we're going to go back to the Anastasia palette and we're going to pick up the black shadow that's called Noir, I believe. Yes, Noir. Black and French, okay? So let me grab, actually, I'm gonna do a liner first. So I'm gonna do a liner with this small, tiny liner brush. Okay. And I'm gonna actually I'm gonna do the liner with the black shadow. So I'm gonna pick up the color. We're gonna do a liner with shadow. So you would just pretty much do it like you would normally do your liner. The difference is this is just a shadow versus an eyeliner product. You can also pick up like a thicker brush if you want to, if you want your liner to be a little more intense or like a little more defined. Kind of like skinny liners. Okay, so I pretty much did the line. So now we're gonna go back to the outer V of the eye to define that. So I'm gonna pick up Noir. I'm going to add this to the outer V. Pretty much almost stamping it on, so we get that definition. Picking up some more brown, not brown, black, Noir. This area you want to be careful so you don't get any fallout. Okay, so I'm gonna also get my fluffy brush just to blend that out. So I also want to compare the sides just to make sure everything is symmetrical. You always want to stop just to make sure. Okay, blend that out a little bit more. As you can see, I'm doing like really soft strokes. Okay, and yeah. Okay, so pretty much you're done with the top portion of your eye. That's like the basic neutral eye look that we got going on. So now we're going to work towards the bottom of the eye, the drop shadow, and we're going to get a small brush. You can use either a smudger brush. I like to use smudger brushes, but I don't have my smudger brush with me. I have this small eyeshadow brush, and we're gonna make that work. So we are going to go in the palette, the Anastasia palette. We're gonna start off with the first color we worked with, which is this burnt orange. Pick that up. Dust off the excess because we need to, because the face is already done. And then we're going to apply that shadow underneath. Put that all along the bottom of the eye. Okay. Can't really tell, but you will tell once I add the other colors. Okay. So next we're going to pick up the second color we worked with out of the palette, which is that rustic color over here. Dusting off the excess. We're gonna put that on top of the burnt orange. If you see me going like this, it's because I got a little fallout. So we're just cleaning that up. Just adding some more Rustic. The reason why I prefer smudger brushes, because most of the time smudger brushes are a little more dense. They're a little more dense and they're not as fluffy, so you don't have that much fallout. Okay, so the next color we're using is the Cypress Umber, which is the darkest brown that we used out of the Anastasia palette. We're gonna pick that up. And I'm not gonna put it like on top of, well, I'm gonna put it on top of Rustic, but I'm not gonna put it like in the whole eye, if that makes sense. I'm gonna like pretty much start off right here, midpoint, and then work that color towards the end of the eye. Sorry y'all, I am seeing Fallout City and I dust this off. Come on. This is why, like I said, you can, hold up, let me fix this real quick. You could definitely do your face first. You just want to be careful. I'm just gonna clean that up a little bit with concealer. But if you're using like powders and stuff to like bake, and then your face is like really like done, then yeah, it would be best to do the eyeshadow first. Cause like I used the powder, but I used it with like a damp beauty sponge, and I've been also using like this hydrating facial spray, so everything isn't like completely set. So that's why I'm able to go, you know, on top of, you know, powder, because technically I did apply a little bit of powder, but like I said, I've used it with a damp beauty brush and I've been spraying my face with this facial spray, so that's allowing me to still put like a cream on top of the powder. But if you like did your face done, you may not want to do too much, like especially when it comes to like, you know, eyeshadow and stuff. Okay, you might want to opt with having to do your shadow first. Come on. All right, so like I said, I started midway and I'm dragging that dark brown to the end and outer view of my eye. See that right there? So you get that definition a little bit, and then it gives you like that smoked out effect. I'm like, okay. But yeah, that's why it's like better to use like smudging, like a smudger dense brush. Okay, so you see that? So the last step that we're going to have to do for the drop shadow is to incorporate the black. And the black is going to be the same principle as Cypress Umber. We're not going to put it, like, we're not going to have it all like all underneath the eye. We're just going to like pretty much concentrate it to a specific area. And where I'm going to concentrate it is going to be like towards the end of the eye, like here to this point. So we could really smoke that out. So it's literally at the end of the eye that we're adding noir. Okay, like that. And if you want to, you could stamp in that color just to make sure, but like slowly, because you don't want fallout. Okay. Okay, and then like the last step, which is crazy because I pretty much did exactly everything, but you see how the eye still kind of looks different? That's how like liner really sometimes like legitly completes a look. Like even though it's the same eyeshadow look, it's still looking a little bit different. So we're gonna start off with my Urban Decay eyeliner in 0, if I could see it, because everything looks the same with silver packaging. So we're using the Urban Decay, the 24/7 Glide On eye pencil in 0, and then we're gonna tightline with this. And I've used this in other videos where you see me going like this because I kind of ruined my pencil and I'm not throwing it away because I got all this product. So just in case if you're new here and this is your first tutorial with me and you're like, why is she going like this? It's because I ruined my pencil and like the lead part always goes in because the hole is too big. Yeah, so I kind of have to go like this. It's a little ghetto, but I'm not throwing it out. That's what I'm telling you. Ow. So we're tight lining. Ouch. If you don't know what tight lining is, it's literally liner underneath the lash line. Just to really define your eye, and at the same time when you apply lashes, it looks good because you don't really see like the pink on your, like, you know, underneath your eye and stuff. Okay, so we have tight lined. Next, we're going to use the Papa Green liner, and I am using the Ciate London, the Wonderland Gel Kohl liner. Okay, and the color, this color is, what is this color? Forest. Okay, it's like a forest green color and it's called Forest. And honestly, I bought this, so today's my first day using it, so I was like doing the sign of the cross. I was like, I hope this works out. But the way this liner applies is super easy, and it literally glides on just like the 24/7 pencil from Urban Decay. Like, and then the color payoff is amazing, as you can see, because I was afraid. I was just like, you know what, I don't know if it's gonna really come on camera. Maybe I should have, you know, brought like a green eyeshadow just so it pops some more. I mean, if you want to, you can do that. I didn't do that today, but the payoff is real. It's real. So we're going to add this on the bottom lid. I'm also gonna drag the color a little bit. You'll see what I mean. Let me switch out the mirror because it's... So I'm definitely adding the color on the inside, right? You see how easy this is? Oh, and look, like, and I'm done. But I'm not done because I'm gonna drag a little bit of the color on the outside so you can really see it. So for instance, like, okay, you see how I did on the inside? So I'm just gonna drag a little bit outward. So pretty much on top of the shadows, so you can really see it. So I'm dragging the color a little bit, like I said, a little outwards. And I don't have mascara with me, guys. I just realized, and I don't feel like getting up to get it, so I'm sorry. Oh. Just know if I applied mascara, it would be popping. But I don't have mascara with me. You see that? Do you see this pop of green? Like, what? Yes, Ciate London, you did that. And it's so cool. Like, it's so cute. So they have like this little brush at the end. So you could probably, like, you know, do some type of, you know, you could smoke out the eye if you want to with that brush. And then this is pretty much the pencil, and then it has like this packaging where you just put it like this and you can take it out like that. Okay, it's like I'm trying to sell you something, but I'm really not. Okay, so I'm gonna come back because I'm gonna apply my lashes off camera. Yeah, I'm gonna apply my lashes off camera and do my lip, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the completed look. Pretty much, fair warning, I did add more green. So if you actually do want to do this look for work, corporate America, you probably wouldn't add this much green. You would just probably do a little bit more so on the inside, just to add, you know, a little liner. And I did remember that I forgot to highlight this brow bone. And the highlight that I did with this brow bone was from the e.l.f. palette, the bronze color. So I'm just gonna add that real quick. And this color, the bronze shimmer, is literally going to go right underneath the brow bone. Grab my mirror real quick. Right underneath here. Just to give you like that completed look. I'm probably gonna add a little bit more. I'm zoomed out, sorry guys. And I also changed the lens, so. So yeah, you would just literally add the highlight color right underneath like the arch and the brow bone. Okay, so now this is the official finished look. And again, I said I added a little bit more green so you could really see it on camera. I'm like looking at my viewfinder just to make sure that it does pick it up. It does. Like, obviously, if I was zoomed in a little bit more, you'd probably even see it more. And then, of course, in person, you would really see it. Okay, so pretty much this is the completed look. Tell me what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you picked up some things. Maybe, you know, you could incorporate, you know, a pop of color into your daily makeup routine if you're not into colors. And obviously, if you're like a, you know, an OG, you've been doing this, this ain't pretty much isn't. You're not phased. But hopefully, again, that you enjoyed the tutorial. Leave some comments in the comment section. I'm going to also have everything that I used as far as the eye look in the description box. And I know I did the complexion beforehand. Let me know if you want me to do an updated complexion routine, because I pretty much I always switch it up. So let me know if you kind of want to know what I've been doing lately, because I haven't really been using like powder highlighter. So if you kind of want to know what I've been doing, let me know in the comment section. And yeah, that's about it. Please don't forget to like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, share it, tell your friends, tell your family, everybody. because I do want this community to be bigger. Yeah, like, subscribe, and then of course you hit the bell for the future notification, like for future notifications as far as like videos that are coming in the pipeline. I do plan to do more videos, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye guys.